Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. Okay, so today we're 90-0 as usual. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm taking my drip irrigation that was tied up. We had wrapped electrical tape around the end of it to stop it on this third of the 1/4 acre because I still had 2 tarps down and nothing planted, and I'm all about sustainable agriculture. I did not want to drip water out on the black tarp. So today I'm unwinding that electrical tape and stretching out the black hoses over this middle section of black tarp. Now I don't like that. I really don't. Mainly because I feel like I'm wasting water. However, I need to get the corn and the Boss black oil sunflower seeds into the ground in the front third of the 1/4 acre, and the middle section is not quite ready to go. I'll tell you why. If I uncover it right now, within 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to have weed pressure that's unbelievable. Now I've had the hay delivered. Okay, so I have the hay to heavy mulch it. I don't have the time. So I tell you guys all the time, slow your roll, work with what you already have in your hands, do it however you need to do it, okay? You don't have to do it like me. I guarantee you there are gonna be people like, well, just move the black tarp or you move out the irrigation. That would seem like the smart thing to do. One, I can't move the tarp by myself, okay? The sandbags, right now we had a heavy rain Saturday. Those sandbags are so heavy, I have to two-hand it. And after moving all of those, I'm exhausted. And then I have to move that entire 30 by 100 foot 6 mil tarp. That is a 4-man job to roll it and move it, okay? So I cannot move it myself. During the week, I try not to give my husband more things to do that are physical like this after working 8 hours off farm. He comes home to work 2 or 3 every single day. There comes a time where you have to honor the fact that your husband is working that hard and not add something like this to him to do for you during the week, okay? So this is gonna end up being a Saturday or Sunday project a couple of weeks from now. But on a time schedule, my corn and my Boss sunflower seeds need to go in the soil now. So I don't have the time to wait. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have a project that needs to be done that I don't have the manpower to do or the time to get that area heavy mulch. So that'll be a 2 or 3 day project for me to get the hay unrolled, moved out, mulched in. It's pretty physical, guys. So when you're planning your garden, you have to be able to plan. This was bad planning. Okay, this was bad planning on Sam's part. Should have tried to get the hay here a month earlier. Should have already had the tarp moved. My bad, I didn't. So I've got a problem. Now I have a solution. Running the drip line hose over the middle black tarp to the front garden. Let's walk up there and take a look. You saw our video from Saturday. We were able to get this area cover crop seeded right before a beautiful 4 or 5 hour rain. So excited, but now it's Tuesday and it hasn't rained again. The ground's drying out, and I need these cover crop seeds to come on and sprout and germinate and root in so I can bring in the heavy mulch. So what you see me doing is just using this watering system to get it taken care of, guys. This is how you do it. You use whatever you have in your hands. I have found with the drip hoses, not a great way to get your cover crop seeds to germinate. It's just not enough water over enough surface. So we are using a sprinkler system. I move it about every 15 minutes back and forth across this area. It is a perfect, I could not have planned this better. That's how good God is. So I put it dead center and it literally covers the entire area back and forth. And I just keep moving it backwards, okay? Now what I'm gonna do while the sprinkler is helping me to germinate my cover crop seeds is I have stretched out the 1, 2, 3 drip irrigation hoses here. This is my string line for today. All right, normally Stephen moves my string lines like a pro for me. Again, I need to figure out systems, guys, that I can work with while he is off farm and just make it easier for my husband. I mean, he wears out. It's almost summer in Louisiana. Temperatures are gonna be hitting well over 100 degrees soon, and I need to be thoughtful, and I need to be able to do this by myself, right? Because I want to be independent. Sam wants to be independent. So what I'm going to do today, these black irrigation hoses are my string line. And I'm going to plant corn, black oil sunflower seeds, corn. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be an A-B, A-B, A-B pattern all the way down. Now you can use a sprinkler system to help germinate any type of seeds. So if you're direct seeding into your soil and you have something like black oil sunflower seeds, you're doing okra, you're doing corn, and you're direct seeding those, you can put a sprinkler on it until it germinates. Once it breaks through the soil, you need to put it back on a different type of irrigation system, guys. And the reason for that is, in Louisiana especially, I don't know where you're from, but in this state, in zone 9A, 9B, you will bring all kinds of wilt and fungus and mildew to your plants if you get their leaves wet, any type of plant. And I tell people that all the time. Like, I only groundwater, deep root water once my plants get above yay high. Okay, so I hope this helps. This is what's going on here at Starkey Farmstead today. I am direct seeding the boss and the corn seeds. I'm super excited, guys. So the ones of you who are curious why we are planting boss black oil sunflower seeds, let me explain it to you guys. They are super expensive. Even for a 10 or 15 pound bag, you're looking at, I think it was like 18 bucks I had to pay. A 50 pound sack was like 40 something bucks. Why? I mean, I know they're great and they're awesome for your livestock, but why? So what we're doing this year, I'm actually going to plant enough black oil sunflower seeds for our livestock. Now, yes, I've got to be able to get them harvested before the birds take them. And I still have to find a way to dry them and then a way to store them. But I'm pretty good at problem solving. Like, that's just something I enjoy doing. So I look at it as something to do for the day, not actually as a problem. And I'm going to tell y'all that as feed costs continue to go up, as the product that you have used and loved before becomes less and less the product that it was, and that is happening, you're gonna find that you're gonna have to supplement your animals to get them the correct nutrition. And if I'm already going to have to supplement my animals to get them the correct nutrition, then why am I feeding them your bagged pellet anyway? So we're going beyond the pellet. We're going past that. We're looking for things here at Starkey Farmstead to be able to feed the animals that we have on our property with the food that we grow off of our property, creating a nutrient cycle. Because as these animals poop and urinate and die, I'm using those byproducts back in the garden to grow the next crops. So I'm basically latching on to the nutrients rather than letting it leave my property and putting it back into my soil. That's a really smart thing to do, guys. I don't have to purchase fertilizers. I don't have to purchase pesticides. Now I'm not going to have to purchase black oil sunflower seeds or corn for next year, because though I do sell some of the organic vegetables that we grow, I do sell some. We eat a majority of them. The majority of this goes back into feeding our other animals, which basically leaves me without having to buy bagged feed, which then makes the small livestock on my property 100% profit. Once I've paid for my cages, my watering systems, and my starter, like mothers and fathers, you know, hens and roosters, or does and bucks, then basically I'm feeding them for free. So when I sell them, that's 100% profit once the initial upfront cost to get started is paid for. So that's just smart business. And I tell you guys a lot, like, yes, I run this in sustainable loop systems mainly because I want a healthy ecosystem for my animals and myself to live in. Second reason I do it is I want more nutrient dense food for myself, my customers, and my animals. Third reason I do it, I run it like a business. It's not just a hobby. And if it is a hobby, you can still make it a profitable hobby. There's been a lot of people in the world that have created sustainable, profitable businesses because they had a hobby. And they learned how to create money with their hobby, and it became an actual business that paid their bills and fed their family. You don't have to spend a lot of money to homestead, farmstead, or farm. I keep trying to tell you that, yes, there's expenses. That's why we're still sitting at 2 acres. Be very honest with you. We have discussed larger acreage several times and have backed away from it at the current moment because I am still learning to feed all the animals, grow all the cover crops, be able to create our own pellets here on the farm this year. So when I say that at the end of 2023, we will gain acreage, I mean then, because by then I can add a new livestock into my system. By then I will have figured out everything I need to figure out with the systems I'm working with now. Take your time, build your systems. You will not regret it. Do not go purchase a bunch of land or build a 1/4 acre market garden like this and have no clue how you're going to sell your food or what you're going to do, because that puts out thousands of pounds of food in the first year it did. So this year I am very careful about what I'm planting, how much of it I'm planting, and I'm planting specific for my livestock and myself. All the extras I will sell. So I hope that this helps you guys. You've got to get into the mindset of a business owner, guys. People, for some reason, seem to think that farms need to cost money, that homesteaders need to be poor. That is a poverty mindset, and I'm believing with you that God breaks that off of your life. Thank you for watching. Actually, this is 1 year in the making, and this garden is going to be bigger and better than I could have ever expected. Last year, it was phenomenal. This year, we changed a lot of things. We learned a lot of things from last year and the mistakes and the failures that we had. We were very honest with ourselves. We went back and we reevaluated what worked, what did not work. And this year, we're going to bring it up a level. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Get out there, figure out if you're having an issue and you're needing somebody else's help. There is a way around it. God didn't give you more than you could do. Okay? So there is a way to either get help or change what you're wanting to do, but you're going to have to figure that out. And you're going to have to be honest with yourself on what you could do next time to avoid that issue. So you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for rowing in our boat and letting us row in yours. Please like, comment, and subscribe.